Now, let's go to something deeper.
Mhm.
You're in Dallas, and I love Dallas. I love my Cowboys.
Yeah.
I love my Cowboys. Let's go deeper. 50 states, 50 strangers, 50 meals. You came to Greencastle, and I didn't get offered fried chicken, watermelon, or coconut water.
No, we are due to share a meal. You and I are due to share a meal.
So explain to me how all this came about and the connection with the book. Show me the book and how all that could connect together.
Here's the book. This actually was launched in New York City, book launch party in February of this year, February 2025. It's called Table for 51. And I had never traveled the US before. I've traveled internationally, but not the US until this point. And because my parents were Japanese American and they went through internment camps, I grew up traveling only on the West Coast with the belief that we weren't going to be welcome everywhere around the US. I wanted to rewrite that belief for myself and believe I was welcome everywhere, for one. For two, I did this travel in 2023. We had just come out of the pandemic. We as a country have put ourselves in physical bubbles, but not only that, we put ourselves in emotional and mental bubbles where we look at someone and say, okay, I can't talk to them because we look different, or our zip codes are different, our titles are different. And so I wanted to also demonstrate that that stuff doesn't matter. And we could at least sit down and share a meal with anyone and connect.
What was the first state that you visited and why?
New Mexico, Albuquerque. I never had been there before. And so I don't drive well in the snow, and I didn't want to drive a rental car in the snow. So I thought, okay, I'm going to go first to, because I started in January, I'm going to go to first to places that don't have snow. I didn't realize Albuquerque's the same elevation as Denver, Colorado.
Yes.
So it did snow a little bit when I went there, but Albuquerque was the first state I went to. And then after that, I got some nice warm states. I like Hawaii and Arizona, but I started in Albuquerque.
When you got to Albuquerque, this is a new venture. This is the start of the book, the start of of becoming you. Your
Mhm.
application card. When you got to Albuquerque, who was the first person that you met? What was that like for you?
Her name is Nicole Bridges. She's a photographer over there. She was nervous. I was kind of nervous. We sat down and we went to this place that was nearby. It kind of reminded me of Chelsea Market in a way. And we started talking, and the thing that she shared, her father was diagnosed, and I unfortunately can't remember what the disease is right now, but it's very debilitating. And it was in 2017. And she talked about how her life changed at that point because this disease can be passed on genetically. She didn't know if she had it or not. And it appears when you're older and typically starts manifesting when you're older. She has a 50% chance of having it. And so she decided rather than getting tested, she was going to live basically like if she had it. In other words, she was going to live as healthy as possible, enjoy life as much as possible, not waste a day. And it so happened 2017 was also the year I was diagnosed with breast cancer with the same resolve as she had. So here I am talking to this woman I had just met. We're talking about the same year that changed our lives due to a health concern and having the same resolution of how to live our lives. And we both came from very different backgrounds, different ages, everything, but we were connecting right from the start.
It's so funny. I tell people all the time with my show, you'd be surprised how much every one of us are connected if we would just listen to the complete story.
Yes, yes. We all want the same things. We all want health. We want to do well financially. We want safety. We want our kids to thrive. I mean, we're human. We all want the same things.